San Marcos, Texas. Hayes County and the rest of the world. Yes, this is a special edition today of KZSM's Revolving Door. This is where we bring live artists into the studio, and we have a real special one today. We have got Stephen Connolly, who is all the way here from New Jersey. New Jersey or New York?
I'm from New York, but I live in Jersey.
Yeah.
My accent's New York, so.
Yeah, North Jersey is just it's a borough, okay.
Right.
But and we have connected up through a good friend, Sheri Swartz, and he had sent us in some music to It's What's New. And he said, hey, I'm going to be coming down for Sheri Swartz's Songbird Music Business Conference. And so I said, you know what, come on by. I'd love to get you in the studio. And so I love these kind of stories. You know,
hey everybody, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We have going on in the background. This is a busy day here at the studio. We kind of juggled this to get Stephen in here. And we also have a conference call going on with Pacifica, with Ben Cobb in the back. So if you hear anything extra, hey, it is as community. That's what it is.
But if you could hear me okay,
so Stephen, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. How long you been playing, and what's your, how did you get into being a musician?
Well, I've been playing since I'm 12. I'm 47 now. I think about that. My birthday coming up. I've been playing since I'm 12. I got into music. There's always been music around my house growing up. You know, everybody. My dad, my parents are in their 80s. So there was always like oldies and stuff like that going on. So there was always music, and my brothers were into music. But the reason I got into it, because nobody in my family plays guitar, but how I got into it was a kid up the block. I saw him play the guitar, in Brooklyn, and as soon as I saw it, I saw it like in my own eyes. It was cool. So I was like, wow, I want to do that.
So what was he playing?
He was young. He was the same age as me, but he was just playing, like I just seen him doing like songs and things like that, songs that were famous at the time, or popular.
It just, kind of wanted okay, so if it's New York, is it...
What was he playing?
Well, it wasn't country music, I'll tell you that.
I mean, you get Simon and Garfunkel possibly, and...
Well, this was probably 1990s. This was like around Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that. I remember seeing him play Ozzy Osbourne and things like that. Yeah, so that's what got me into it.
So those are the questions I ask. Okay?
No,
Stephen,
dig in.
I'm interested in the history, and each generation has different influences, and it's how you get started. It also helps if your parents are into music and you're up, and you're around that music. That makes a difference too.
Right. Yeah. What's funny is my dad, when I was younger, so you're talking in the 80s, he would listen to. I have a specific memory. We were on 51st Street waiting. There my mother was shopping in Keywood, and he would listen to country music when I was, and nobody in that my neighborhood listened to that. And at the time I was like, can we listen to something else? But I guess it was planting seeds, because like guys like Merle Haggard and stuff. I love these guys now. So
here you are now.
And here I am.
Country.
Right.
And that's the fun thing to me is that you're coming down here to Texas, you're doing country, and yet you're Jersey. So, you married, kids?
Yes, I'm married. I have 5 kids. 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a lot, but it's good.
Yeah.
Besides, I have young ones too. My oldest is 22, and my youngest is not even 4 yet. He'll be 4 in September. So it's a big, it's a big gap. Oh yeah.
But it helps. You get the older ones can help take care of the other
right.
ones.
And my mother said they keep you young. So I hope so.
I don't know, the girls, once they get to the teenage years, I don't know.
I'm just going to be quiet.
Now the boys are difficult, okay, and it flips, girls, you know, my daughter was, oh man, you know,
Yeah.
that was the hard work.
Sheriff responsibility with the FCC.
So, how did you connect up with Sheri? How did you connect up with the music conference? And you said, man, I'm going to travel down to Texas to do this music conference.
Well, my wife is listening, so I gotta give her some credit. Well, how it happened was, I started with my song started being played in Santa Fe on Tex Red Music, right? So through them, we became friends on Facebook and all that, and then I just started seeing Sheri. She was, you know, alive, come up. So I took a chance. My friend requested her, right? Her friend requested you, and then from there I seen all the things that she would post, and then the music conference came. We spoke, I think, before that, and then
I said, who is this Yankee reaching out to me? What's up with this
guy? And then she did a background check with Mike from Texas. And then so basically my wife actually she reached out to you on the slide behind my back saying, you know, how was this music? She was basically she wanted me to come.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She sure
So
did.
what she sent some of
Yes.
the music and said, hey,
No,
or
she reached out to me and said, hey, can you tell me about the music conference you're having? Because I'd like to surprise
Yes.
my husband. And I'm like, well, who's your husband? I know. And then that connection started. And then I was like, okay, now I'm like BFFing, crushing on these two people up here in New Jersey. What are they all about? So yeah, and so when I told her the price, she's like, no way.
Yeah,
And
I
then
was shocked too.
And then she told him. So yeah, I forgot about that.
So that's how basically that happened. My wife reached out because I would never think in a million years that I'd be able to. Asking her to do anything sometimes can.
well, it's one of those bucket lists, those things you gotta go for.
Yeah.
Right, and if you don't, you're gonna regret it later on.
I think so.
You know?
And I gotta say, she was very good with this. Like she didn't give me, you know, she was good about this. So I didn't have a lot of pressure about, oh my God, I can't believe doing it. So
No,
it was
she
good.
was all
She was
on
very good
board.
with this. Yeah.
So what's your last name?
Crystal.
Crystal, shout out to Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for connecting everybody together. See, just something like that. It doesn't take that much to, you know, get everything going, get the top spinning, and here you are.
I am, yeah.
And I'm excited for you over the weekend here. I think this is going to be really neat with the music festival. Have you ever been to Central Texas before?
No, the Fort Worth is not considered central, is it? No, I've been to Fort Worth a few times. Yeah, I've never been here. No, in this
It
area.
is. Yeah, Fort Worth has got its own music style.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. You know,
He saw more cowboy hats and boots in Fort Worth than he did last night. We had dinner, and he says, I don't see a lot of cowboy boots going on down here in New Braunfels. I'm like,
This is a very different experience than when I went to, you know, Dallas and Fort Worth.
or Longhorns going down the street.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't see that either.
Oh, I saw them stop.
Yeah, you saw it not here. Yeah.
It's interesting because we are right in this sweet spot.
Yeah.
You know, in between San Antonio and Austin. And you've got the Ruffles, San Marcos, Lockhart,
Wimberley.
yeah, Wimberley. You've got all of these different folks, different places. You've got all of these wonderful studios that people have that are just hidden away all over the place.
Normally the White House doesn't need
It is something that you just don't see in other parts of the country.
for
No,
Yeah,
not
it's
to
true.
mention, let's not forget Lukenbach, which is,
Oh,
you know, world famous, not that far away. You know, so that's too, that
Yeah.
connection over there. Which have you been to Lukenbach?
That's close. That's close to this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'm
I
have
was
to
gonna
do
tell
that.
That's,
He's been sightseeing, Rob.
It's about an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's good.
not too bad.
It's a hill country drive. You'll love
I
it.
see the post office they have there. It's like
It's so
it's small.
Well, and even just going out to where they play, you know, you think, man, it's just, you go up this little dirt road, it's right over off the side, and you go up and it's like
You'll
just
pass it if you're not
outside.
looking, you know, it's just kind of, but it's a neat experience. And anybody that's everybody has played at Lukenbach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to go by Green Hall.
Also,
I did that. I did that for 2 days. Yeah, I did the first night, and then I went again the next day for a little bit. So I did a good amount, a fair amount since I've been here.
And the Riverwalk.
I did the
He
Riverwalk.
ventured to the Riverwalk.
I saw the Alamo. Remember the Alamo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was down. I didn't know it was near there. So I just saw. I said, "Is that the Alamo?" And they said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So I went there.
You got to do the tourist thing.
He
They
did the
didn't have a
tour- he did the
basement.
boat.
They said there was no basement.
No, there is no
So-
basement, and much to the chagrin of anybody that has watched Pee-wee's Adventure, they get that all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They do. But I used to live in San Antonio. I'd take everybody I had the tour.
Oh,
I'd
yes.
go down, take them down to the Riverwalk, take them down to the Alamo.
Did you do the boat?
Oh,
Boat
yeah.
ride?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did that too. It was
You
cute.
gotta do that. And just like when I've got the walking tours here at San Marcos.
Well,
And
test it
it's,
on the AT works,
uh,
tests.
But I always am interested when people come and what their impressions are.
I thought also it put something called national boarding system.
It's friendly. Folks here are definitely friendly.
But the information
I've been living here in Texas now 35 years.
It's also called the
30
Texas
years.
I forgot. He had asked, where were you from originally? I forgot.
I gave this rundown last night on What's New.
I missed it.
I was born in Chicago.
That's
Oh,
right,
there.
Chicago
My
connection.
dad,
That's right.
that's where that accent
That's
comes
right.
from, okay?
I remember our first talk, because I'm a Chicago Bears, Cubs, all the fan. That's
And my dad worked for the VA hospital, so we moved around. I was like a military brat, except the thing was, we would go places where there weren't military bases. And so I was always that odd kid popping in and out, and it was interesting. It was food. But I was in Ann Arbor, Michigan for a good many, 4 or 5 years, down in Buckner, Pennsylvania, north of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh area down there. Then went up to Maine for a couple of years, and then I ended up in South Jersey down by Philadelphia.
Oh, yes.
I spent
You've been around a bit.
I spent about 5 or 6 years there. Then I ended up going down to South Carolina. And was in Columbia, South Carolina for high school. Got the heck out of there as quick as I could. Went down to Charleston, South Carolina, went to school down there. Then I ended up picking up and moving all the way out to Arizona with my mom and my aunt and her mom had all gone out to Arizona. So we did a fresh start, did a little U-Haul trailer and a little K-car, pulled across the country, and ended up out there. And I got into semiconductor out there, computer chips.
Okay.
And they transferred me in '95 back over to San Antonio, into the fab here. And so that's how I got to Texas.
And here you are now.
I was in, and I was there until they shut down the fab there in San Antonio. Went up to Austin, and I was living in San Antonio. And I was going all the way driving, and San Marcos was halfway. And I loved having the university here, having the good education for my kids. And so, that was it.
Well, welcome to San Marcos, Texas. Roark. I'm glad you're here.
Well, and by now it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm not going
it's
anymore.
No, I thought you were like, I thought you were here a lot.
Before, during, and after.
But
He's
it's pretty long.
He actually, tell him what you do for like.
Oh, I work for a railroad.
Just love
I work
that.
for a railroad by day.
Which railroad?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but
a railroad.
it's a railroad in Jersey. But it goes to New York and Pennsylvania and everything. It's biggest. It's big over there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Which is fun. That's my favorite thing in the world is to ride
I'll make
trains.
some guesses.
You could do. I'll tell you off air. I don't know if we're allowed to.
Yeah.
There's certain things I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, that's the only thing.
That's all right.
So he's a railroad working, guitar playing.
I've been there a long time. I've been there almost 25 years.
I mean, it's going back to the country. It was Boxcar Willie. Remember that? Did you ever catch
Oh,
Boxcar?
you gotta look him up.
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah. And,
What was it? Merle Haggard lived in a boxcar, right?
Yeah.
Converted. Yeah, this
He did.
in his Charlie's home. That was
And,
interesting.
so you you have the guys that were across the railroads. I mean, my dad's family was all railroad.
My understanding, however, is you can
out of Colorado. See, that's where he came from, Colorado. And so my grandfather painted railroad engines. And
It's a weird connection.
Right.
yeah.
I work for
A lot of
passenger railroad, so it's not.
Over
there, it's a lot.
I have a feeling with what you're doing.
It's a train.
It's a train. Oh yeah, it's a train.
But still,
It has two files.
well, let's go ahead and let's get you playing something here for
All right.
everybody. And
Further notice,
folks, you are listening in here at KZSM LP 104.1 San Marcos, KZSM.org, True Community Radio, and this is a special edition of Revolving Door here on Thursday, the 6th of August, and Stephen Connolly is here along with Sheri Swartz. They're doing some signals and stuff like that. I don't know what coaching's going on here, what set us up here? What would you like to play for us? Give us a little bit of setup for this.
Well, I guess I'll start with the Texas Wannabe song, which basically got me into Texas.
Yes.
Right.
You know, it's an interesting story. I wrote it. Most of it's true, except for the one part, you know, when it kind of changes. That's just like imagination. But I wrote it basically. I had an obsession with Texas since I came here in 2013, the first time I ever came to Texas. And then I just was obsessed with it because I just never experienced, I never saw anything like it except on TV. Even my wife was, we were blown away by it. It's kind of like that. So then I bought, and then, my style changed. I started getting into boots and things like that. And then you're talking 12 years. So I accumulated a lot of Texas things and a lot of ideas. I smoke. Not cigarettes, but I like smoke meats. I was smoking.
Oh, okay.
So I'm into that. Yeah.
You gotta clarify.
No, I never had a
that.
cigarette in my life. I pride myself on that. That's true.
This is the Austin San Marcos. You also have other things. That
Yeah,
people
thank you.
smoke.
I was like-
Right. Yeah, I witnessed that too.
Yeah.
So, nice story. Yeah.
But he's got some nice shiny
I got
black
my boots
boots
today,
on.
you know.
He's got some starched pants, jeans on. He's looking sharp.
Yeah,
He's looking like a Texas guy until he opens his mouth.
Yeah, that's it. And you'll hear that in the song. I said it in the song. So that's really it. It's basically I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not, but I do. The song will tell you like I'm just a Texas wannabe, which is basically what it is. What I'll ever be. No matter what I do, you got so many people now putting on fake drawls and accents, and I can't do that. Yeah, I wouldn't anyway, but yeah. So.
That's not part of it. So, okay.
All right.
All
All right, so here it goes. This is the Texas Wannabe. This is, again, what got me here. And I hope you enjoy. I got my boots, my hat, and all the other cowboy things like that. But when I speak, you'll see, well, it's not what you'd expect it to be. Made my way down Texas, about a handful of times. Made it up all forward, but down the Lone Star Line. So you can just call me the Texas Wannabe. It's plain to see, set me. That's all I'll ever be. So you can just call me the Texas Wannabe. It's hard to see, set me. That's all I'll ever be. Yeah. I hit my first honky tonk underneath the Texas sky. I keep my name in market lights across the southern sky. Everyone was dancing in a pair of cowboy jeans. There's some music playing, creating memories. So you can just call me the Texas Wannabe. It's plain to to see. That's all I'll ever be. So you can just call me the Texas Wannabe. It's plain to see, said he. That's all I'll ever be. So you can just call me the Texas Wannabe. It's hard to see, said he. Well, that's all I'll ever be. Yeah, yeah. You know, no matter how hard I try, I'm just a Texas wannabe.
There you go, folks. Texas Wannabe. It's Mr. Stephen Connolly here in
There
the
he is.
studio. Hey, you have got a whole bunch of people. I'm going to do a few shout outs here. You got folks listening all over the country here.
Well, that's good news.
You got folks down in Florida and down in Daytona Beach, Boynton Beach, West Palm Beach, that's it. And you got folks down here in Reynosa and New Braunfels and Austin. Let's see. And then going back up, you got some folks up here in Cleveland, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there. And we got some Gordon listening in, and we got all over the place up there.
There we
Long
go.
Island, down in New Jersey, and all over the place. We got folks listening in up there, and even down in Tom's River.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
I got a good friend of mine that he lives over in Tom's River.
No, my brother and his wife lived there, so
Oh, cool.
yeah, that's probably my sister-in-law tuned in.
Yeah, he's still. We were in the Boy Scouts together, and he used to go all over the Pine Barrens and all over the areas. But his dad had a little sailboat we used to go out on and everything. So he loves to just take pictures of the lighthouses and all the stuff out there and on the New Jersey coast.
My mother-in-law has a big, she's big into lighthouses. She likes everything lighthouse.
Yeah.
She goes with like any kind of lighthouse thing. She'll get like jackets and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, when I was in Maine, you had the lighthouses, but people don't realize there's a whole bunch of them in New Jersey too.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I didn't know
it's
that.
I've been to, we've been to one, I think it was Long Beach Island. It was pretty nice. It's cool. You could go up to the top. Yeah, it was cool. It was wild. First time I've ever done that, so.
it's fun being able to go up in the lighthouse.
Yeah, it was cool. I remember we were climbing, I think I was holding the baby. I said, how much more is this thing? We kept going and going. I was like, this is crazy. Coming down though was scary because it was steep and very thin. So
I found that to be the truth. That when you're coming down the ladders, I do not like that as much as going up.
Yeah.
Is it a winding staircase?
Yes,
like you
yes,
think
spiral,
it-
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you would think that going up would be the hard part, but coming down actually was because you're looking down.
You're looking down,
Yeah.
and they're real narrow, and if you got big feet like me, it's like where do they go?
Right.
So Stephen, it's interesting that you pick up on this Texas Wannabe. How did you come up with the song when you with the writing of it and everything else? What was the process that you just said, yeah, this is the song I want?
Well, believe it or not, I was playing it. I was playing live at a place, and it was relatively dead. So a lot of times when I do that, I just jam around music. And if I'm not singing, sometimes people are eating, I won't sing.
Yeah.
You don't want to blast them out while they're eating. So I was just playing around, and I came up with that rhythm because basically it's called an offbeat rhythm. It's not.
Yeah.
The time's a little. So I liked it, and then I said, maybe I'll do something. So I stored it, mentally, and then I always typically write melody first, music and the melody first, and everything, and then I'll write words later. So I did like the melody, and I kept it, and but when I did the song with Sheri, I don't want to jump all off topic. It was the opposite. She gave me the lyrics, and I wrote the music to that. So that was different. But
it's a little different when you're doing collaborative work.
yes, that was the first time I've ever done that. It was with Sheri.
And she is so good at that. Okay, she is so good at. No, I mean all the different people that you've worked with, all the young kids. You are so good at working with people to just make it that they see things a little differently, you know, with the songwriting. You know.
Did you see things differently?
It was different
You
than my
did
normal
things
approach. I did
differently.
things differently. Yeah, it was
You
different.
did.
Yeah, it was.
And he actually mentioned that to me.
I
So
did.
it's interesting that you said that because
Yeah.
he said, I usually don't do it like that.
I do it the other way
The other way
around.
around.
But it was nice. It was a little challenging, but the way it was the words were kind of structured in a sense. So I just followed basically, and I was telling Sheri, I said, you know, I did a lot less because I like to play guitar and do a lot of things, but I went very simple on it because I wanted to leave space for other instruments, which we used pedal steel guitar and fiddle. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. I said, you don't want to leave space for that. So.
Can I brag a minute though?
Yeah, go ahead.
He actually is a great collaborator because not only does he, you know, write the music or whatever, he's also a producer in his own right. Like he literally took the song, his direction, his way, and just I gave him the lyrics, and that's hard on me, Rob. I will not lie to you because I usually have a melody when I don't do it separate. I don't write lyrics and don't have a
really?
melody.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. So that wasn't already like in my head how I wanted it, but I was wanting to give this a shot, you know, because I had not done that before. So I sent it to him, and I'm thinking, let's see what he comes up with. I don't want to have any input at all. And he's like, none? I said, nope. I said, send it to me when you have a melody. He did, and immediately I liked it. And then I was like a little, it was like he took the solo, like totally a different direction. We call him the solo guy here in Texas. But he took it a different direction, but then it grew on me, you know, like a fungus in a good way, you know, and I was just like, and then I couldn't get it out of my head. The whole thing was flowing. I said, I love this. And he's like, you do? And I said, I really do. And you know me, I would tell the truth, you know, if I thought, oh, I don't want my name on that, you know, so I was like, yeah, right?
Yeah,
we don't want that, yeah. So, and then he says, well, hey, I have a studio. And I'm like, yeah, right. You know, so I'm like, because everybody thinks they have a studio or they can do it. No, what you're going to be hearing, the only two things that are different is we did hire a Texas fiddle player.
And the pedal steel.
Frank was our,
yes.
give him a shout out.
Francisco, right?
Yeah, Francisco Martinez out of New Braunfels. And then Glenn Schenkel. Shout out to him in New Braunfels, and he did the steel. So they worked and collaborated with MASB Productions, Matt Fonsdale, my guy that I go to all the time. And they did all this from there to here, back and forth, and
So
put
they
it
all
all
did it
together.
remote.
They did it remote, which is still blows my mind in this world that we're living in now. From back in the the 90s for me, it's like wow, push a button and there it is.
Yeah.
So when he was finished, he mixed, mastered it.
Push a button and there it is. But
It kind of is, isn't it? It's like
Well, you know what it is? These guys are good. They sent
crazy.
it back, and the producer,
Matt.
the guy who owns the studio, Matt, he was good too. He said, I just had them play a whole bunch throughout the song, and you pick whatever you want. And that's what I did. It was good, so I was able to pick what spots I want to cut out. And I did all that, like the editing.
All of it.
So the only thing I didn't do, I didn't master it. I mixed it though.
Yeah.
So, and then I played guitars, I played the bass, and all the singing. And then they did that, and then we got a drummer. I did drummer too.
Yeah.
So who did the mastering for you?
I went to a site that I use for all my stuff. Believe it or not, it's analog, but it's through a digital site. It's called Area. So
it's all online.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You push a button and magic happens.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Good. But real proud of it, and obviously he's going to sing it today acoustically. But you play it. Everybody plays it. It's really cool. It's really cool, and I'm proud of it. I'm glad I heard a song thinking.
Well, I like that. Yeah, thank you. Me too.
Well, folks, you're listening to a special revolving door here on Thursday, the 6th of August, 2026. You're listening to KZSM LP 104.1 St. Augustine, KZSM.org, True Community Radio. Sheri Swartz and Stephen Connolly are here. And Stephen has come all the way from New York, New Jersey, to get down to the business of music. Songbird Music Business Conference is designed to be an invaluable resource for songwriters, artists, and musicians at all stages of their careers. And do you still have tickets left on this, or are you sold out now?
Sold out.
Ooh, so you're gonna have to wait till next year.
Next year, that's right. So
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
And it is going to be here this weekend, and
11 a.m. to
breakfast, lunch, and barbecue dinner, concert,
Talk show or
awards.
an interview.
It's a big deal. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. basically will be the whole day. They're stuck with me, and it's going to be a good time. A lot of good.
And as always, you are so
All this
good.
attention on EAS,
I appreciate that very much.
Of course, the national word is
You
never
have a knack for that stuff.
And,
You've helped us out with John Michael and the Retro Cats here for Socket.
Yeah.
Second annual.
One of the arguments
in
you get
next year.
That's
from
right.
emergency managers,
Keep that
we're
going.
not going to use the EAS.
My pleasure.
But those are the interesting.
We're not going to
I don't
use
know.
the EAS
You've got to
because it
have.
covers too wide.
A lot of times people
Let's
wanted
say we
to
have a
these festivals.
disaster situation.
And some of the times it's like there's other ways
We're going
to
to send
do
a phone
things,
alert.
and with
Cell
the
tower
music, and
covers that
I
area.
like
We're not
that
gonna
that you
bother
get a little
with EAS.
and
But
it's
Yours truly has some issues with this as we get
helping
feedback.
people.
First of all,
We try to do
I can
that here
guarantee
with the radio station.
many-
It is
many
all
people
about
never
supporting
receive
the
alerts on
artists.
their phone.
100%.
You
I know
know,
that.
it's we take
Because
and you send us in a song, we get it on the air.
answer.
You come in, we get you in the studio, we get you on the air here. If we've got an event that's going on, we had John Michael came
My
out
spouse got it,
for our
my
crazy
coworkers got
season.
it, my kids
That's right.
got it.
Yeah,
I want those
and,
alerts.
he's
Along
gonna
with a
be-
lot of other people, y'all
Will
really
you please
stepped
look
it
at
up.
my
Yeah,
phone?
A lot of
we've got-
variety of artists
please
come
connect to
for
my
that
phone.
crazy season.
And tell me
We've
why
got that
I'm
coming up
getting
August
the
29th
emergency
and
alert.
30th.
Because
Oh, there we go.
We've got
the wireless emergency
Oh,
box box, yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't have much help.
I've watched some of the interviews, some of the people that you had on here were playing. I don't remember her name. It was a girl playing. I guess somebody put a live, but I watched the interview.
An independent
So
study
it's pretty cool
shows
seeing other
that
people
the
doing
greatest
it.
percentage of the population
It is
turns
about
off all alerts in their phones more than any other
trying to
state.
support
We
and get
think we know
it's
why
building
that is.
community is what
Texas
we
is
do.
very good.
It's
Yeah, I
not
noticed that Texas is big on that. Like even Santa Fe, just everything I see,
And
it's.
these can occur.
I don't think we really have stuff like that, It's really cool. It is a lot of community-based stuff. We do a lot. I see that, through my experience since January, I've been with Texas Radio. So
It's and that's what Ben is here on a call right now with other community radio stations all across the United States, and we are connected with different people, different places. But it is you never know where those connections are going to come from.
No, that's true.
Okay, I've got, if you've been following along, it's what's new. We had a singer-songwriter up in Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh. Okay, and they have got this songwriter circle that they've got up there, songwriter night. And so he came on and he said, hey, there's a station down here in San Marcos, Texas. They played my song. All of a sudden, I started having all these different people. I had a 16-year-old girl sending in their music. We had all sorts of people that were sending in, and we have had, at least 6 to 7, and just every week, one week, from the up in Western Pennsylvania. And you never know how those things are going to start. Where someone's going to get, look at the connection that you've got through Sheri.
Right.
And this is all just from us saying, you know what, we need some music here on the station. Let's just go ahead and I started sending out this canned message to people that says, send us an MP3, follow the KZSM organization, we'll get it on the air. And it's true.
Yeah.
And I get this from people, is it going to cost me?
Yeah.
Or what's the hook? And because so much of the time, you are, as an independent artist, you've got everybody's looking for money from you. We're not.
That's true. I can vouch for that. Everything he says is legit, and you can vouch for him as well. You send it in, tell him a story about yourself, and here we are.
It's nice. I mean, this is the way it should be, you know?
Yeah.
So you're doing the right thing.
Well, it has evolved over 3 years that we've been doing this show, and it's we have an intern. You know, I've got somebody young that kind of gives their take on the music as well as what I think on it. We give feedback. You know, we're honest. We don't tear you up or anything, but we'll tell you, hey, you could have done a little better on this.
That's right.
Or hey, that was really cool. You know, or that little bit, something and that makes the difference. It's that feedback loop that you need a lot of times as a artist, as a writer. You know,
GRC 2026
to get that going. Let's do another song here.
You want to do another song? All right.
Grassroots
You want
radio.
to do ours now? Or?
I'd like you to save ours
Okay.
for the last one, and that way let's
All
show
right.
them what you got. So that Texas Wannabe, one of my favorites that I listened to and found you, and I thought it was great. So
The Texas Wannabe? Yeah. All right, look at that.
So go ahead and do whichever
All
one.
right, you know what? I'll do this one's called Ride That Line. This I really like this one. I wrote this after the radio stuff. This was geared towards my wife because she said, "Oh, now that you're a big famous radio guy, you're gonna leave me." So I wrote this song after that. So it's
with the 5
there's
kids.
humor with it. Yeah, there's humor wrapped into it, but I think it's pretty good. I like the song itself. Again, it's not that very difficult to play, but something interesting about it. I got the drummer. You guys all heard of Alicia Keys, I'm sure.
Sure.
The drummer who played on that song "Girl on Fire," who played in the actual recording, he's the drummer on this song. He recorded it.
That's a cool.
So that's a cool,
claim to fame.
it's a cool thing to do. So yeah, so like I said, I wrote this. I did everything except for the drums. I did the mixing and all that. So this is it. It's called "Ride That Line." I think this is a fun one.
Well, that's very
Yeah.
serious.
Let's see what we got.
And so,
I've been around now, been all along this ride. I've waited so long, go up and down that Texas line. Oh, it's gonna be a ride, oh yeah. So believe what you want, baby. I
KZSM studio, and I like the chord changes.
Yeah, to put in some non-diatonic chords, which I got in trouble for in the past, but with my own, I like to slip them in there. It's my.
How did you get in trouble?
Uh-oh.
I can't remember. Well, sometimes people don't want you to do that. They like to do predictable things. But that's a big part of my style is changing, and like you said, putting.
I
Not
caught
technically in trouble. Not
Well, no,
technically.
I've got advised. Advised to not do that. But it's part of my songwriting because I think it gives a change. Like when I don't have any other instruments, I'm not doing any guitar solos or anything like that. It's just a lot of rhythm. So I think that basically introduces something different.
No,
So that's what I like.
it's a good change to it. All of a sudden you're going along, and then you just shift off into the into the other lane here.
I'm impressed at the fact you even noticed that because a lot of people an average listener wouldn't catch that.
I don't want to worry people.
It's funny because people ask me about are you a musician? No, I'm not a musician. But I've got a good ear.
Yes, you caught that right.
Okay, and so this is, and I've been doing this show for 10 years. With folks coming in here and having. I mean, this is the greatest thing. I get to have all sorts of live concerts right here in the studio.
Yeah.
It's fun. But I get to hear different styles, and then on the songs that are sent in, what are the production? How do they produce those? What are some of the things they added in? And I love when I can get, just like we did here, the Texas Wannabe, that I've got the acoustic version of. Also, I've got your your studio version. And it is, I tell everyone when they come in here, I said, just think MTV Unplugged. Going back Nirvana.
Well, when I wrote these songs, I designed them to also be because I play solo most of the time. I designed them for me to be able to do it solo, and a lot of times it's by using basic chords. You could use fancy chords, but then when you don't have a bass sometimes it loses something.
Yeah.
Whereas in these kind of chords, they're basic, yes, but it's what you do with them. So they sound a lot fuller. So that's why I go to pretty basic chords, but the changes I try to make a little advanced.
So tell me a little bit about your guitar. You got a Taylor?
Yes, this is. I had a guitar. Well, I still have it. I have a guitar that I use for all my shows. I think it's a 2005 one, and I loved it so much because these are very durable. So I bought this is just a newer model of that. So I have the two of them when I go play. Not in Texas. I only have this one. But it's stressful enough flying with one. So
now, do you name your guitars?
Well, I put my kids' names on all of them. You see here, this one is changed. Yeah, it's one of my sons. So the other ones are all.
I can say I've honestly never seen someone do that. And it's a nice
it's
little
it's very nice.
nameplate.
Yeah.
It's a nice engraved
interesting. I saw
Our
that.
engineer probably.
A lot of people, it's interesting because sometimes. No, don't name my guitars. Other times people do.
Well, I don't really I don't see music. Well, I think about it sometimes now. It started with my first daughter. It said Shannon on my Gibson Les Paul.
So you
and then
have 5 guitars.
I have 5 at least. Yeah. Well, actually, my
And
youngest son
one
doesn't have one yet. So if my wife's listening, I got to get another
You
one.
gotta get another one.
For Jack.
Yeah, Jack needs a guitar.
I have Shannon. I have Juliet Rose. I have Stephen Jr. Then I have James. I'm missing Jack. So we got to step up our game here.
You got to get there. Cheap Trick, Robin Zander.
Maybe another Taylor for $1,000.
Run a tighter ship.
And I like so the other thing that I'm interested in is that you have got
well, that's it. I stole that completely from Nuno Betancourt, one of the guitar players I like.
Yeah.
Plays an extreme. I saw that. I was like, I gotta do that. So I was like, maybe the next day I ordered them. I was like, I don't care if it's
Only on James or on all of them?
No, just this one has them. This is my main my shows that I do. This is my main live one. I bring the Stephen Jr. since we're going by name. I bring that with me all the time, but this is my main. I bought this basically for shows.
Nice.
So.
You all cannot see it until if you're watching on the live feed, possibly you can, or wait until you see some pictures. But it is always interesting to me because that is a tool, that's
Yes.
part of you.
Very important too.
There's all of these little subtleties about that I like to pull out.
Well, it's been very reliable, so that's why I started, because I'm a Gibson guy, but I love Taylor. I don't play anything live except Taylor's. So like all the recordings you heard was Gibson, all that stuff. But I do have it for different things.
Why the difference?
Like I said, I have a big like the Elvis guitar, Gibson. I think it's a JB 150.
Yeah.
I got that a long time. It was very expensive. It's not a blemish on it. This year, they get scratched up, your belt, all that kind of. So I don't want any. That's basically my recording guitar. And these, just by the durability, I said, you know what, these are built for that. So that's what I got. Yeah, and they feel great. It's just a great guitar.
Taylor, if you're listening, Taylor Guitars. That was a plug for you. The man needs a guitar for
Send me
Jack.
some guitars. I need
needs
an endorsement.
He needs an endorsement. He needs a guitar for Jack.
That's right.
So we've got Stephen Connolly here in the studio along with Sheri Swartz, and he is in town for the Songbird Music Festival, Music Business Conference, excuse me, and join us at the coolest music conference in Texas, and that is going to be this Saturday over here at the venue in New Braunfels, and we're sold out.
Sold out.
So gonna have to wait till next year.
Yeah.
And how many tickets do you have? I mean, how many places do you got?
So we had 100 tickets, hoping to fill up. We keep it intimate, which 100 is not really intimate, but
No, I mean
it's 100 people in there, and then we also have exhibitors, and they're all VIP industry pros. So we've got promoters, record labels, and so you add those in, you've got 30 around the wall. Then you add in the speakers, which are also VIP industry pros, and they come and do speaking parts and teach the getting down to the business of music. And it's everyone from David Gilligan, they're coming in from Houston, Dallas area. T3R is coming in, which is the Texas Regional Radio Report. That's about the charts this year. We're going to talk about the charts.
Cool.
Very excited about that. Buzz Russell coming in from Fairfield. So I got a radio panel, publishing panel, all the things that you need to launch your career. Because you'd be shocked at how many people are in the music business and they don't even know how to get paid all the way. They don't even have a pro. They don't have pro stands for getting your money. So BMI, we have a talk about that. And basically I wanted to break down the steps from ink on paper to getting your paycheck. Everything in between. And it is actually, I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud that I did it. I'm glad that I did it. Last year was the first year, but I used to do this, Rob, back in the 90s. I used to put songwriters helping songwriters, and I started SAP Music. I had my own thing back in the day and got out for 22 years, and here I am full blown, like I blinked and woke up, and so I'm excited to bring this to Texas. It's the only one of its kind in Texas, so and hopefully it stays that way. I'd like to be the only one that everybody comes to, but you never know. The more the merrier.
It's interesting. I had one of our folks last night, JP Harris, had sent me a big thank you, and from playing this music last night. He said, it is just to be able to listen to how other people are doing this and sending it in, that it's a learning experience for him as
cool.
far as how other people are presenting their music to the radio stations and putting things in, and it gives him some pointers. And I guess that's the whole thing about this.
That's the whole thing.
Is that you go and you may be good at one thing, but there's something that you can always do better.
Well, I'd like to add that just from doing the song together, I learned a lot of like the back, the back side of things. Not the music, but the actual business stuff, just things I didn't know.
And it's registering songs. It's all.
Yeah,
all
but just other things.
Just the whole process.
And I'm a little older than a lot of the kids that play down here. I should say kids, but a lot of the other people you have, what she has, and even I didn't know certain things. I've been doing this a long time. So for the business aspect of it, I think this is great because even myself, I expected to learn stuff. Saturday. So I'm not just here I did it. It's exciting. I'm especially with the collecting royalties and stuff. So my stuff's been getting a lot of airplay. So
you don't know how to do it. Then
what
are you going to do? What are you going to
Yeah.
And they think just because you're getting paid by your gig, you know, you're out there making money, that's enough. No, you've got money in the bank waiting to be paid out to you. So let me teach you how to do that.
Right.
And how to get yourself out there, how to get a radio tour, how to get.
See that?
We're doing the whole thing, you know, get you connected. And I think that's what he brought up earlier. We were kind of trying to remember, how did this happen? And it was that connection. And then I reached out to you and said, hey, if you're coming, I can get you on my good friend Roark show.
Yeah, it was exciting.
And then I said, but you have to do it, you know. So he did. He followed through, and I told him what to do. He did it, and boom, here we are. So, but those are little things that you would think everybody knows. Everybody knows what to do. No, they don't. They don't know to send you a bio. I love how you tell
like
people
that.
in the email,
Yes,
right?
I like that you read a little something.
Oh yeah.
I like that a lot. That's a good thing.
Because other people don't do that, and so those are those etiquette techniques that Bridget London, she's with the High Road Radio Show. Bridget London, she is one of my VIPs, and she's going to be talking about radio etiquette because not only is she a phenomenal radio personality and puts on her own show, she's also an artist, and she also is a songwriter. So she has the inside scoop of both angles for. Oh, I'm so sorry. For people.
And she's so good too.
Oh my God, I love her so much. Love her. Yeah.
She's got a voice.
Yeah, she does.
And it's you know, how do you do this? How do you? It's not just. Yes, I tell people just drop me a song. And a lot of times people do. They just send me a song. That's it. They don't send me the other anything else.
No information.
You know, and I just okay. This is what we got. You know, and
Thanks.
but you did send it. You did exactly as I asked you to. You know,
Take the extra step though.
Yeah.
I will say this publicly. You played Landon Nolte a couple weeks back, and I told his family they were on, and everybody tuned in. And as he was listening to it, he's texting me, which I have right here. And his dad was saying, "Oh my God, he's talking so much about Landon and his life and you." And his dad was just so excited. Landon's young. He's young. He's just 18, just graduated high school, but he's a beyond ages superstar in the making. All these little young unicorns, as I call, you know, that they can play, they can sing, they can write, they can do it all. He's one of those, and I was honored he came. That song you played, I wrote, but we have co-written as well, and eventually we'll have that on there.
Dozens and dozens of stations.
It is
to the
I lost where I was going. We'll just
Can we talk about the new song before time runs out?
Yeah, because
The
we are coming
co-write,
down.
we are.
We got about 6 minutes here, so let's do this.
So Till the Well Runs Dry was an idea that I had a little while back, and it's basically about the idea and the concept behind you don't know what you got until it's gone. Just like water, just like life, just like love. And so
Paradise and put up a parking lot. Yes.
There
you go.
And so I was waiting, you know, like all songs that I write, I'm waiting for him to find his home.
Sorry.
And then whenever I heard him singing, part of the reason I pitched it to you is I could hear him singing it. Like I could hear him doing.
See, that's where
awesome.
You can hear those things.
I can hear those things.
That's
It's almost like a Rain Man. Like I will not pitch a song to somebody just to pitch. I won't. I've had songs for years that are still waiting for the person to come along. He came along, I pitched it, and it turned out so fantastic as we talked about. But it's also interesting that when you think about the melody that he created and how they come together and they blend like a I don't know, like a marriage,
Like a well-oiled
like a well-oiled machine. And that's the part of it. So you gotta have the good lyrics, you gotta have the story, and then which I call the bones, and then you gotta have the music, and that's the story, and then you put it together and it creates the soul of the song. And so that's the heartbeat to me of what we created together and what I create if I'm doing it by myself, and I'm just thrilled to sing it. I'm actually gonna pull this out. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm filming this baby because it's the first time I've heard it.
Oh yeah, you never heard it live.
Live?
No pressure.
This is no pressure, but this is a big deal, and we are going to capture this moment together. So do you want to say anything about it before you play it?
Well, I'm excited to play it. And like you said, it was, when I first saw the words, the lyrics, I was like, maybe you have something. She says, no, I think this is perfect. And then I read it, and then I got into it. And then, then I became exciting. And then I was, like I said, I pieced it all together.
Yeah.
But now, make it a video for a music video, so it's exciting stuff.
I gotta share real quick. I know we're running out of time. That video is hilarious. Y'all need to follow Stephen Connolly and I have to say, and his wife.
Oh yeah, right.
But it's really, they do like a bit where I am obsessed with the two of them, and so are multiple people in my family and friend base now because I told them they need a reality TV show. Rob, you gotta watch this stuff.
I get more people saying that than my music. They like that better.
It's so fun. They bounce
I
things.
can see both of them working together.
Yeah. You know, just kind of talking, picking things out, but they're so cute together. But I forgot where I was going to go with that. What was I saying?
Video.
The video. Oh yes. So then we're talking about a music video. Suddenly, this guy's sending me this little clip and saying, "Hey,
Yes.
I'm going to audition and find a couple." They
They
literally did a video audition for up in the New Jersey for people in general to send in, I guess, a video clip of themselves
Just
or a picture.
people I know, people interested, show any interest. I couldn't believe how many people. I was probably losing friends over this because they weren't paid. My daughter wanted to be in. I said, you don't fit this one. So
he was looking for the perfect couple to play the role for the video coming out. So y'all stay tuned for that. But until then, here's Till the Well Runs Dry.
That's right. Here we go.
A YouTube video for local FM stations.
Used to roll in after closing time, smelling like whiskey, thinking she wouldn't mind. She didn't sleep until she heard my drum. Sitting back, said thanks for waiting up. She sweet relief for a thirsty soul, a steady hand when I lose control. Now I'm learning what I should have known. You know you always reap what you sow.
Stephen Connolly here on the Revolving Door. Thanks for coming in, and safe journeys. Enjoy your time here in Texas and New Braunfels and Sheri. Thanks for connecting us up, and good luck with all that you got going on this weekend. And make sure you get some rest after all this is done.
Yeah, no, I will.
Thank you so much for having me on and having me here and playing my music. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying.
No, I appreciate it too. And okay, so thank you for tuning in, everyone out there, for this special edition of Revolving Door today. We're going to get you back into rooting around Texas, and then coming up here at 6 o'clock, we have got Wax Static here live on the studio, in the studio. So thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Mics are down.
Good? All right.
Woo!
That was
We made
fun.
it. That was good, and it was great. Thank you so much, really.
Hey, Rob, will you do me a favor and take a picture? Stay here.
Oh, all
I
right.
want to get it like a...
Should we put the things on to make it authentic?
Yeah, we should. I want at least to have one.